Hey, what's going on YouTube? Ryan Ogren here, back again with another banger for you. And today we're going to be going through some quick adjustments that we just made for some of our clients that have actually, shown some outsized returns. So this small adjustment that I'm going to be showing you guys today enabled one of our clients, to go from 0 leads to actually sending out a $50,000 quote within 3 weeks. Okay, so this is very easy, very fast, and it's a very small adjustment. But in the medical device space, this is everything, okay? And so I'm going to walk you guys through it today. But before I do, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm the founder of Money Make Marketing. Money Make Marketing is a boutique agency. We only take on clients that we know we can make more money for. That's it. The agency is called Money Make Marketing. We only care about the marketing and the actions that are actually going to be making our clients more money. That's it. We're not here branding, guys. We're not anything to do with anything that doesn't drive revenue. Okay, so it's gritty marketing, it's ugly marketing, and it's a dead sprint, okay? And so this is one of the adjustments that we found to actually help one of our clients tremendously, and that's what I'm gonna go through today. So, without further ado, let's get in. So, the biggest adjustment that we actually made for this client, and just to give you some background on this client, it's a medical device, it's a $50,000 ticket price, and we're selling this to sophisticated buyers in the medical device space. So actually, practitioners and these hospital specific units within these hospital systems. And so they have to obviously go through like a board approval and capital requests and all kinds of different things. So what our goal is, we just want to get more quotes out the door. If we get more quotes out the door, we're doing our part. And then as we get more quotes out the door, dripping more content to them, it really helps us be able to get these decision makers to constantly be thinking about us. But this small adjustment was the thing that actually took them from 0 leads when they onboarded with us, just trying to get things going, to within 3 weeks sending out their first quote for $51,000 with shipping. And it's a beautiful thing, right? And that specific lead just sent out a capital request on I guess last Monday. So it's looking good. But the adjustment that we made, all we did was make sure we had the correct job titles and make sure we were targeting the correct job titles. Okay, it sounds stupid, sounds elementary, sounds basic, but I can guarantee you, if you're using Sales Navigator, if you're using LinkedIn, or you have a marketing agency that is marketing for you right now, they are probably not able to actually do this correctly. So I'm gonna walk you through how we do this, and you guys can take this away and actually make sure that your agency, or whoever's handling your marketing or your outreach, is doing this properly. Okay, so to do this, we're in LinkedIn Sales Navigator just to start. We like to actually run LinkedIn Sales Navigator and cold email campaigns. It's a good combination to work together, and it works really well, especially in medical device. But it works really well across every industry. So maybe if you're not in medical device, if you're watching this, it works a lot all over the place. So what we like to do, so I got LinkedIn Sales Navigator pulled up here, and I believe you guys can see my cursor. So what we do first, we have to figure out the correct job titles, right? So let's just say I'm building a list. Let's just say I'm targeting, let's do something in the hospitals. So I'll come down here to industry and we'll type in hospitals, because LinkedIn you have to actually use hospitals and healthcare. So I just click include. Okay, so it's very broad. And then geography, like let's just do United States. So this will give you a huge list, and you can see we got 15 million results right now. That's way too many people to be targeting on LinkedIn. So then if we want to even chop it down further, current job title is very key. Okay, so also this keyword search bar, very important. But what I'm talking about, the small adjustment, what I did, we always use Boolean searches in these current job titles. So what I mean by that, we use quotations, and if I just want like let's say the chief nursing officer. If I just want that, this is how I do that search. So I use quotations, chief nursing officer. You can see here, it brought it down to 5.5K results, right? And you got co-founder, chief nursing officer, interim chief nursing officer, chief nursing officer, chief nursing officer. So you can see, like, this is very key. They have to have that exact phrase in their actual job title for them to show up here. And if I just want them to be in the ICU, I can even do it up here, just do ICU for the keyword search, and it even tightens it up even more. So these are now chief nursing officers in the ICU. All right, so, and this keyword search bar it just searches this keyword among all their entire profile. So it can be wrong, but usually it's not. And we try and pick keywords that it's not. So my point, the adjustment that we made though, right? Like a marketing agency might figure this one out because they go to like, ChatGPT, but they might miss a couple of the other ones that are like, not this one. And they could be like, I don't know, just to keep going with this example, director of nursing or something like that. And this would miss that one, right? But people might be this title, but be calling themselves something different. So what you actually have to do is go way, way, way broader at the start. And you actually have to do it a little bit more manually. So if I just do, let's do nursing or officer. This is one way to do it. But now you can see I got chief scientific officer, chief executive officer, so that's not gonna cut it. So what you can do is just do a broader search. You can do chief nursing officer and just not do the quotations. That's one way to do it. But what we actually did for this client, we just did nursing. So we went really broad, and I actually recommend you do this. So then you're very broad, and you have 270,000 results here. So this is where it helps having a team, because we went through all of these different people and these job titles, and we were just looking for what these people call themselves, right? And we wanted to find our target market in this space because we know they have to have nursing in their job title, or they might have operations in their job title, right? And so what we did is we actually combed through every single one of these lists, and what you'll find, and if you only really need to go through like 10 pages to really get a feel for what your target market actually calls themselves. You can use ChatGPT and that'll help you get some of it, but if you really want to nail it on the first shot, it's this manual process. So you go broad with a keyword that they have, you don't go specific just yet, and then when you do that, all you're doing is like you're actually manually going through and seeing what job titles they have. Like if this lady, executive director, is the ideal client for me, I actually write down executive director. Then what we do is we come back to the current job titles and we just do in quotations what we just found. And that's how you get a really tight list. And that's how we actually were able to do this first. So that's number one. That's the first piece. So I'm gonna hit another tidbit here in a second. So if you're still here comes another fire nugget. Hold on. The second way to make sure you find the right job title for your prospects and your decision makers in the medical device space is go through everyone that has bought your device in the past, that they've actually purchased, their customer, and look at their name, look at their email, the person you were dealing with that actually wired the money or wrote the check or the actual champion, whatever, and then look up their name on LinkedIn. Okay, so that's another piece that we did for this client. We went through all of their existing customers that they've already done business with, etc. And we went through and we looked up every single one of them. And what we found was they were mostly like operations managers is what they called themselves. And that was like crazy for us to see because we were targeting like mostly nursing and ICU. So when we made that switch, we made that adjustment on that list, immediately got a quote out, right? So, and we have like way more qualified leads coming through after that. So maybe if I redid this video, I would redo it and switch the order of that because now that I'm thinking back on it, we actually started with the list of the buyers that they had, and we looked up each of them on LinkedIn, saw what they actually call themselves, looked at their bio, looked at each one of their, and that gave us a really clear picture of the job titles that we need to put in quotation. So I definitely recommend doing that, and it wouldn't take too much time. Now, if you don't want to spend that time and do it yourself, click the link below, fill out the form, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work with you. Our team, we kick butt, we're fun to work with. We can't take on a million clients at once. We're trying to keep Money Make as like a boutique agency so we can actually be hands-on with each of our clients and go super deep and super far with them. So that's really our goal. Everyone's been burned by these agencies in the past, and these guys are just shitty marketers. So if you want to talk real marketing, if you want to talk about really making money, click the link below, fill out the form, apply to work with us, and we'll see if we can make something happen. But those are 2 ways to figure out how to actually target your target market on LinkedIn and make sure you have a clean list. And that small adjustment got one of our clients a quote out the door for a 50K device within 3 weeks. And we've shattered records like that before. We're typically able to get qualified leads within 3 days. So the fact that we were able to get a quote out in 3 weeks, we actually think is pretty slow. So still, here's a quick video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Ryan Ogren, Money Make Marketing. Talk soon.